So, when Sarah moved into her grandmother's old house, she thought the scratching in the walls were just mice. Then she found the letters, dozens of them, hidden behind the wallpaper, all addressed to her in her own handwriting. The first one read, Day 1. It mimics voices. Don't answer. The last one, dated yesterday, said, Day 30. It's learned to sound like Mom. Don't open the door. Sarah laughed it off. But at 3 a.m., something knocked 3 times. Not on the door, on the wall behind her bed. And her mother's voice, her dead mother's voice, whispered, Sarah, let me in. The knocking got louder, faster than stopped. When the police arrived, they found Sarah's journal open to a fresh page. Just 5 words. The ink still wet. It's inside the walls now. Hi. I'm here with another scary story for you. This one comes from Reddit user A Certain Shade of Blue. So I hope you enjoy. I had a strange experience about 8 years ago. I was living in a small city in Western Canada. Nothing ever really happened there. So when my partner and I heard that his grandmother had passed away in her home of 40 years, we jumped at the chance to buy it and renovate it. It was a big, rambling house with lots of rooms and nooks and crannies. The whole place just felt kind of sad, like even the sun seemed to avoid coming through the windows. I don't know. We were young and stupid and thought we could fix up this house and make some money, so we bought it. His grandmother had left a bunch of stuff in the house, including a large collection of ceramic cats. My partner asked if he could keep one and I agreed. After we signed the papers for the house, we went back to our little apartment. The next day, we went back to the house to start cleaning. While my partner was busy elsewhere, I started going through some of the stuff his grandmother had left behind. That's when I found a box filled with old journals hidden in the lining of an armoire. They were my partner's grandmother's journals. It appeared she had written in them every day for almost 30 years. Being nosy, I started reading them and found that they were filled with strange entries about scratching noises in the walls, whispering voices, things moving on their own, etc. At first, I thought that maybe she had some kind of undiagnosed mental illness. As I continued reading, though, I realized that these things were happening before and after she moved into the house, which made me think that maybe the house was somehow responsible. She wrote about how she would hear her own name being called, and then the scratching would start in the walls. His grandmother had even gone so far as to rip down some of the wallpaper to reveal the wood beneath, probably in an attempt to stop whatever was scratching at the wall. But the scratching continued. The entries grew more and more frantic as time went on. She began hearing regular scratching in the walls. Then she started hearing whispers, voices trying to get in, trying to get her attention. In the last few entries, she wrote that she could hear her own voice coming from the walls, beckoning her to come closer. The last entry ended with, Don't open the door. Whatever is out there wants me. It's been 30 days since I've left the house. Today it sounded like, My mom. I haven't heard her voice in over 20 years. Please help. I remember distinctly feeling creeped out while reading this story, but I didn't want to admit it to my partner. I told him I was taking the journals home to look after. He didn't ask any questions. A week later, I was telling my roommate about the journals and the weird things written in them. My partner and I had decided that we were going to try to renovate the house and live in it ourselves. My friend told me that I should probably tell my partner what I'd read in the journals. I told her I didn't want to ruin the surprise. I figured it would be kind of fun to surprise him when we moved in. She told me I was a moron and went to tell him anyway. That night we were both home alone in our little apartment. I could hear my partner pacing back and forth, talking to himself. Then he screamed, What the F did you do? I remember feeling a chill go down my spine. He came storming into my room where I was hiding under my blankets listening to him pace. Why didn't you tell me this before? Are you trying to screw with me? I told him I was just messing around. I didn't think it was a big deal. We're canceling the renovation, he said, and that was that. A month later, we broke up. He refused to talk to me. Apparently, he told his entire family about the house, and all of them had warned him not to move in because it was cursed. Whatever. I went to college out of state, got a degree and a job, met an amazing guy, and bought a house with him. My ex moved back in with his parents and eventually started seeing a therapist to help him overcome the trauma of the house. I haven't spoken to him in years. If you enjoyed this story, definitely check out my podcast. Thanks for listening.